Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Boozy Botanical podcast. My name is Holly.
My name's Angelique.
And we are back again for episode 81. We're in the 80s.
Can't believe it. It's so crazy.
I know.
I feel like we just started this podcast yesterday.
It has that feeling of we've always been doing the podcast and also we just started yesterday.
Totally. I forgot who I was talking to, but just the other day, somebody I think asked me for something on Buy Nothing.
Uh-huh.
And the last time I'd spoken to them was right when we were dropping like the first episodes of the podcast.
What?
And because for some reason it came up that I did a podcast. I don't know why. Like, it's not like what she gave me had to do with the podcast, but it somehow came up organically. And she was like, "Oh my God, that's amazing. I'll follow you guys." And I was like, "Yeah, we're just launching it like next week." And I was like, "Oh, that's so weird."
Oh my gosh.
It's weird because it's been less than 2 years.
Yeah, it's
Isn't
been
that
like
crazy?
multiple seasons, I guess. Like
If we were to break it up, for sure.
Yeah.
I'll
But
be in like season 3 at least.
yeah, well, I guess
Maybe
I meant
4.
like seasons of weather.
Oh, that too. That makes a lot more sense. I was like, yeah, we don't do
Holidays.
seasons, but I guess it's that much.
Yeah, I know. I like how we just go for it. No seasons.
I like it too. Yeah, it's all of them all the time.
All of them, all the time.
Well, Holly, what are you drinking?
You guys, I have a pretty drink. See, I didn't say fun drink. I have a pretty drink.
Oh my God, she's practicing.
Cute. You guys, I am calling this the strawberry
garnish.
Oh,
it's cute. Tell us what it is.
I wanted to do is put whipped cream. That's the only thing
I literally was going to tell you that would make it perfect.
I know, like some coconut whipped cream or something, but I'm out. So I was doing my muddling game again, which I have to tell you about what happened.
Muddle, toil and trouble.
Yep. Oh, cute.
Cute.
Anyways, muddled strawberries, my whipped cream pinnacle vodka. She's making a comeback. And then some strawberry soda water. And we have it.
So cute. And a pretty clear bubble glass. I love it.
Yeah. So the last glass that I had, you guys, I don't know where the hell my shaker cup is. Like, I cannot find, like just like a normal like shaker cup.
Yeah.
Cannot find it. So I'm muddling with these very thin Amazon the glass from last week.
Right.
And I hear a crack. And I'm like, it's probably just the leftover ice. And then all of a sudden it just like there's strawberries coming out. Like
no. Oh, Holly. So yeah, obviously not a bubble one like the one you had before.
Yeah.
So sorry.
It's fine. So
that's why you gotta use metal, guys. Let this be a lesson.
Yeah, don't use glass. Don't be I'm stabbing glass.
You're like, this will be fine. We're gonna totally be fine. Everything's fine. No one's gonna know. How would they know?
It's so cute. The strawberry shortcake cocktail. I mean, who would want to drink that?
I really like it. I love how like fruit juicy your drinks look. Like, that sounds so dumb, but it looks like fresh juice from like a very expensive place,
Or honestly, it kind of looks like the fruit like stands on the side of the road in LA.
That's what I mean. It's very freshly squeezed sort of vibe,
Yeah, and it literally tastes like it. Like a strawberry shortcake with the whipped cream vodka in there.
So good. I want some. That sounds so nice.
Have a sip. Here you go.
So you guys, today, I know I said I was bringing back the bag of tricks, but I'm tired. It's over. It's like past 5 p.m. and my day is not over yet. I have to go to rehearsal.
She's a working gal.
I'm a working gal. No break. Right. But 100% next time I will. I promise I'll bring it out. But I just have an orange juice with a little bit of watermelon vodka. So to tie it into the bag of tricks, about a month or 2 ago, we had done one where I pulled out a Smirnoff watermelon vodka. I guess I never finished it. I just found it laying around and there was like a few drops left. So I was like, you know what? Let's just throw it in. Let's just see what happens. So it's still bag of tricks like. It's a cousin. Yeah. It's interesting, these two flavors together. I guess orange and watermelon work,
I want to ask, how was it? Or how is it? I mean,
it's like orange juice with like a sweet little hug at the end.
Oh,
you know what I mean? It's nice. I don't think I'd want this all the time, but I think there's a way to elevate this idea, like to really get a cute like Malibu sunrise sort of glass, strawberry garnish, and I think to like, maybe like I feel like I want grenadine in there. Like, I think there's a way to
To
make
break it up a
this.
little.
Yeah, but I do like it. I think there is a way to marry the watermelon with the orange, but this is a nice, like, intro to that, but I think it's a cute idea for sure.
Totally.
Yes, I'm going
Aw,
simple because I have places to be in an hour, guys, so
that's
I just have to stay a
right.
little sober-ish, you know?
And that's okay. We love a sober gal, as we always say.
I do what I can.
Oh my gosh, Angelique,
Tell
can
me.
I tell you about the amazing thrift find that I found?
Oh my god, can you ever? You guys? I can't
Ah!
okay, yes, I cannot wait.
It's really kind of a crazy story. So, last week I told you guys that my mother-in-law is doing a mural for us in our backyard. So, we were coming back from the plant nursery because I had a few more flowers that I wanted to pick up, and we also were picking up paint for the
Yeah,
mural. And I see that there's a little thrift store and it says Dollar Wednesday, and it was a Wednesday, and then half off. Everything was at least half off. Now, this thrift store was recovering from having been flooded from Hurricane Ian.
okay.
So they were just trying, and now the piece of furniture that I'm about to tell you guys was fine. There was no water damage or anything to it, but there was a lot of things that she had to move out. Anyways, we get there 5 minutes before she's closing, which I did not realize. And there I
No.
see, even from my car from across the street, I see this beautiful, like, Art Deco 80s table. It's
Like
basically
an
like a very
entryway, like, table, right?
yes, and exactly.
Yeah.
And so I see it and I'm like, "Oh my gosh," and I know that that would be so expensive, and I looked it up online. If I were to just buy one right now, the cheapest that I've found is like $500.
Did you fo is there a brand on it?
No, that's what makes me think it's just vintage.
Right, but it's oh, it looks super vintage. Tell them what it looks
Yeah.
like.
Okay, so it's white, and it's very simple. It's just like a an entryway table. There's no storage or anything, but instead of having
Curved edges, right?
yeah, instead of having sharp edges, it's curved. I will just pull up a photo, so if you guys are
Very
watching on
funky.
YouTube, you can see oh, wait, no, not that one, because you can
You
see
sent
all
it to me.
you can see all my laundry. Okay, whatever. Here's the top view. This is how I
Oh
styled
my
it.
goodness, it's so good. I'm looking at it on my phone
I just
too.
love it. Alright, fuck it. You guys can see my laundry. You all know me.
There's no
Okay,
laundry in
look.
this one. You didn't send me
You can
that one,
see
I
the
see.
edges, but
It
isn't
is so
that
cute.
so
How much taller is it than the sofa?
only, like, by a few inches. I can
Because you have it
honestly
against she has it against the back of the sofa.
the side of the sofa.
Oh, side, excuse
Yes,
me, okay.
only because this is my entryway right
Oh,
here.
I see,
There's a
okay.
table across, so I thought it'd be too tabley, and
Yeah.
this area beyond the couch that you're seeing, there in our house, there's, like, an odd amount of space. Like, it's kind of wasted. It's just a giant walking area. So it literally did not, hinder the walking space
Oh,
at
that's
all. And
amazing.
it's just
That's so
really
good.
nice because I can, like, put things on there, and it really, like, divides the room a little bit better. It
Yeah.
creates some space, and so I'm really happy. Oh, so I get
How
there,
much did you pay? Yeah, finish. I'm
she's
excited.
about to close, and I see a tag, and I'm like, "So is this half off of $20?" And she's like, "Yeah, so it's $10." I was like, and
That is
dude, yes,
insane.
it gets more insane.
Tell me.
She doesn't have her, like, cash register up and running. She can't take card because she doesn't have internet, so she's only taking cash. And I was like, "Oh, I don't have any cash," and, like,
So
I don't
then
think she can
what?
sell. So she was like, "Just take the table and you can come back tomorrow and pay me."
Stop it. Like,
Yes.
she, like, believed you.
Yes, and then I'm like, "What time do you open?" And so I literally this morning as we speak, I got there as she's opening, and she's out front, doing stuff, and I'm like, "Hi, I'm the person who bought the shelf last night, here you
Yeah.
go." And she was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you for coming back." Like,
Right.
as
That's
if I wasn't
so
gonna come back.
nice. Well, God knows if she's offered that to other people, you know?
Yeah, but I'm just so excited, and it just, like the 2 pieces of furniture that I've thrifted, I've gotten really lucky as far as, like, price goes, my shelf that I've
Right.
shared with you guys,
The rounded
um,
one.
the rounded one with the glass, I have plants on it, that was $15, and then this was 10 and I'm not
That's
really,
so
like, a big
crazy.
thrifter, but like, man, I got so lucky.
But when it's big pieces like that, it just feels so good, you know?
It does. And this was a piece that I didn't even know I needed because initially when I bought it, I'm like, I don't know where I'm gonna put this,
Like, what
but
is Tyson gonna
I
say?
know. But I honestly love where I put it. Like, I
It
think
looks so beautiful.
thank you. And
And you're
it serves
featuring
it
the
so well.
candle from the live
Yes.
show, which I
Yes, I
love.
am. I think are they called
New friend, I
Your
think.
Friend? New
New
Friend.
friend, yeah.
Yes, I got 2 from them, and it's a little yin yang candle, and it's on one of my terrazzo trays.
I love
So cute.
it.
And then I also have my books. I added the Matisse book that you got me for my
Oh my
birthday, Angelique.
god,
Yeah,
yay! Oh, that
so
makes me so happy. Have you had a chance to look through it at all?
I have. It's really cool. It's real should I say good and cool? Gruel and Mean
It's
Girls.
grueling.
It's a gruel. Um, no, it's a good book.
Oh, good. Oh my god, I'm so
Yeah.
happy for you. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then other than that, let me just see. Oh, my plant from Planty Queens came in. My
How did
golden
she
rod,
travel?
very well. And
Really?
yeah, she had
Oh,
a new
good.
leaf that got like bent a little, but I
Oh.
mean, all things considered, it looks great. So
Oh
I'm
my
so
god,
excited.
so
They included
beautiful.
so many stickers and a sweet note. So thank you guys so
Mm.
much.
I can't find
Um,
my sticker and my magnet that I bought from them. I don't know if it got mixed up or if I
oh
lost
no,
it. So
oh
it never made it to my
no.
fridge. I'm so sad. I
Oh
have to
my
find it.
gosh. I
I
haven't seen
know.
it in my stuff.
No, I don't think I think may I don't I remember literally picking it up, so I just have to see if maybe it got mixed up with Josh's stuff, and I'm so sad. I was like, "Ugh, they have,
Oh,
like, the cutest artwork," so I have to see what I can find. If not, I'll have to order
yeah,
something. Like,
sorry.
literally mail me one.
Ugh, I know. I have one more fun, like, home update, Angelique.
Tell me. Oh my god, I wanna know.
I'm trying to get all this stuff done because my sister comes into town next week, which I'm so excited. But
Ah! Wait. So
she comes
this
in
is
exactly 1 week.
so she's been in town for when everyone hears this.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
right. Okay, so
yes.
tell us. So
Okay.
how many days do you have to prepare? I'm excited.
I
I
think
wanna
I have
know.
about 6 days from this point.
Okay, so tell
And
me.
I have been wanting to redo our kitchen dining area because it just really was not serving us. Like, we have a kitchen table that we've had since forever, and it
You
just
the
ended.
same well, I remember we would podcast on
Yeah,
it.
yep, and it just the because of the placement of the room, we just basically, like, it just is not serving us, and it becomes, like, a dumping ground for mail and,
Oh, the mail's my
boxes.
nightmare. Yes.
Yeah, it's just not cute. So we do have a like wire metal shelf that we've added recently as sort of like our pantry shelf. So
Cute.
that's fine. But what I have done is I am getting a my brain malfunctioned. It's a bench, like a nook, kind of like what you have with storage underneath.
Wait, you're doing it so okay, you have the gallery wall and then you have the window. Is that the corner?
Yes,
Oh
that's the corner.
my
And I got a round
god.
white table. And
So
I'm
we're
so
doing the
excited.
same thing. Oh
Yes,
my god, I'm so
yes.
excited. Wait. Are you guys building it? Did you find something
I
similar to because
found
mine's
one.
built.
Yeah,
Similar vibe?
yes, very
It
similar.
has
It's
does it have a
white.
back?
No, doesn't have a
Oh,
back.
cool, because I was only
Like
finding
a
ones that
like a
had backs.
I know, and that gives a little bit more country
I
vibe,
agree, I didn't want that.
farmhouse, yeah, and
Yeah.
also I didn't want a back because it's gonna be right underneath our window,
Right.
but I'm just really excited because, dude, we never sit at our kitchen table ever, like, to have meals. We
Oh, you're
always
always
sit,
at
like,
the sofa, right?
yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's fine, like, it's fun," and, like, Tyson grew up, that's how they ate, like, his family did not they
Yeah.
had TV trays. But my family
That's
was
normal, right.
yeah, my family, we always sat at the kitchen table, and it was just like, I don't know, I'm not
Same,
like
we sat at the table a lot until I was older, and then it was kind of whatever, but
yeah, like, I'm not
even when I go home now, it's a lot of, like, sit together sort of thing.
yeah, and I'm not gonna be a stickler about it even when I have kids, it's like, whatever. But I do just I wanted the space to serve us more, so I think this is gonna be really awesome, plus more storage, who doesn't need more storage?
Hello.
And it's gonna be really I'm hoping that it just really opens up the area and just yeah, just
It's gonna
function a
help
lot
you
better.
so much. Are you officially getting rid of the old table, or what are you gonna do with it?
So we are putting that in our shed. Tyson sort of made it like a garage man cave, the shed in the backyard.
That's
He's
cute.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, I can use it." 'Cause I don't know. I'm definitely one that, like, I don't wanna hang on to things, but I also would hate to see things go to waste because it's, like, perfectly good. It's just not
Of
working for this.
course, of course. I get that.
Yeah, so that's all I wanted to share with you. I know
Oh
it's a
my
lot, but I'm just really
god.
excited.
I
This
just think it's so fun to have, like, different shapes in the house, not just square and
Yeah,
not just rectangle, so I'm really excited for you. I think this is gonna look so good.
thank
Do you know
you.
what you're storing? Like, mine has a lot of plant stuff in it. Like, what do you wanna
Well,
put in there?
I think I wanna put, some more of my Starbucks cups in there.
Good call, good
I
call.
definitely will need to. Um, I want to maybe put my air fryer and crock pot because as of now, they sit in these really, I mean, they're very cute baskets, but above our fridge, and I always have to like get on a stool to like get it down. So I'm thinking maybe
Mm,
that and then like
yeah.
paper towels.
Oh, like supplies and things.
Yeah, and maybe
That's
like
smart.
extra pet food,
Oh,
because
yes, we put litter in there too and, like, laundry supply
yeah,
because we don't have a laundry room, so that
that's
makes sense.
right.
I'll send you a link, a lot of people probably know what these are, like the storage cubbies, like what you used when you had that IKEA
Oh,
shelf.
yes.
We
Mhm.
use we use those to, like, separate compartmentalize different
Oh,
things in
that's
there. So depending on the
smart.
size of yours, something like that might help.
That's very smart. Yes,
Oh,
send
I'm
it.
so excited for
Also,
you.
send me a prayer because I'm building it by myself. I've built a number of furniture by myself, but Tyson is literally gonna be out of town, and I want it to be built by the time my sister gets here, and he's not getting into town until after she has had been here for at least a day, so it's all on me
Oh,
to
you're gonna
build
do
these.
so great. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited
Thank
for you. Well,
you.
would you have Jen in case, or is everyone going out of town?
I no, not everyone, but I mean, she's a mother and busy,
Right, you're
you
like, "I
know?
need you to help me build furniture," and she's like, "I have
No,
things to do."
yeah, I'm literally homeschooling and doing all the things.
It's so crazy that they wow, it must be
I
so
know.
busy.
Mhm.
Wow. Oh my
Yeah,
god, I'm
which
so
we of
excited
course
for
could ask for
you.
help, but,
Wait, what color is your setup? Is it gonna be white?
Right, yes. I
Are
know
you
this
doing cushions?
I think I want to do cushions. I will
Ah!
for sure do, like, a few pillows because Tyson really wants a cushion, you know?
For
So
sure.
we'll see, yeah.
I'm so excited for you. I
Thank
have been
you.
last year this time, I was looking to commission someone to make cases for mine. I'm still looking for someone, as in I stopped, but
Really?
I want because mine are blue. They're like a bright,
Mm,
like aqua blue, which is fine for the summertime, but they were given to me by the person that built them because they had used those
right.
cushions and they don't have much fluff anymore. So I might replace them altogether. But
I
I
see.
wanted cases so that I could have like gray or black for spooky season and then pop it with like orange
Cute.
pillows and things. And then I wanted either like dark red or like a dark green for Christmas time, like that sort of thing. So
Aw.
I might get on that again because it's Halloween again already and I would love to
Okay,
have that color up. So
that'd be
thank you,
cool.
Holly. TBD for me.
Aw.
um
So
yes.
tell us about you, Angelique. What
Oh
is
my
going on
gosh.
in the world of Angelique?
So, when I got back from Europe, there were some plant casualties. The big one that hurt me was my variegated Hoya obovata. It was just rotted. I don't
What?
I don't
Did
know
you
if I still
save
have
it?
thrips. I have the stump still, but it looks shriveled, but I'm gonna try to put it in moss.
I'm
Because for me, I'm
sorry.
realizing I kill a lot of things and then I put them in boxes and they come alive again, then I take them out and they die. It's like a whole thing. Like
Oh,
my you guys, it hurts my heart. I'm hoping, really hoping I can salvage some of it. My entire soccer cabinet was dead, visually
what?
dead. It was already in bad shape because they grew too tall, remember? So I wasn't able to hold
Yes.
humidity because I kept them open and then I got so busy and it was just like they were just all gone. And I think I have all the
Oh.
corms or whatever they're
Yeah.
called. I'm trying to see what I can salvage. And then so let's see if
I
there's an
bet you they'll resprout.
and then I had a lithop that I'd kept alive for, like, a long time because I haven't
Yeah,
kept any alive.
they're
I
hard
didn't
to keep alive.
I didn't do anything to it, and I was afraid. I was like, "I feel like it's probably needs water at this point." But
Yeah.
I literally gave it a spritz before I left, like, not even a full soak, and I this thing had never gotten water from me, and I've had it for over 6 months at least
Oh my
because I put it
goodness.
in the black and white, extra concrete botanical pot that you
Oh,
had, the tiny one,
yes.
and
Yes.
came back and it was just flat. Like it wasn't even there anymore.
What?
And I saw a baby
From
coming
the
in.
water?
It must have been,
What the
but I've
fuck?
never even watered it. I was like, it needs something. So
Oh
yeah,
my
that was
god.
frustrating. But
I'm so sorry.
also a lot of good things about my blessing. My Monstera, my baby, she released a pregnancy, like she started having a baby when I was gone. Like I didn't even see it popping out at
Aw.
all. So my friend had sent me a picture of the cats while they were babysitting and I saw it in the background coming out and I was like,
You're like, "Okay, but can you zoom into the plant?"
Josh was like, he was eye rolling so hard because they would send me multiple pictures of the plants or of the cats, and I was just zooming into plants in the background. I was like, "Oh my god, the fiddle fig has lost 3 leaves. What's happening?" I'm like stressed out, but I'm
Oh.
gonna try to turn around the computer. Do you see that big old thing? This thing,
Oh my gosh, she has middle fenestrations and she's tall
middle.
now.
Oh my god, look, since you last saw it, it's really tall. And I'm restaking
Dude.
it in the next week or two because before we left, I don't think I got to tell you guys this. Did I tell you about what Rue did?
No.
She literally has been using it as a scratching post because the middle one looks like it's like mossy.
Oh, yeah.
She toppled it entirely over, and it's in a terracotta pot in a 10-inch.
Wait, did this happen on the podcast or
No,
no?
she did something else on the podcast. I was alone. I was
Oh,
sitting on the
Rue,
sofa and I literally
Rue.
just my mouth had dropped. I was like, as I saw it toppling over. I couldn't save it. There was no way. And I was
I'm
so
sure it
lucky
happened
it
in,
didn't
like, slow
crack.
motion, but you couldn't, like
100%. It didn't crack, thank God.
good.
And no leaves were damaged. I don't know how. I think what made
Wow.
me very lucky is that so it's on a wooden stand and I have it tied to the stand because it was
Oh,
already
do you?
it was leaning a little bit already, and so I would tie it to keep it straight. So
Oh,
the plant stand fell with it, and I think if it had toppled over the plant stand, it might have broken. So I got very lucky. So I literally
see.
had to put it in a storage tub. Like that, like a because I needed her to not topple it while I was gone, and I didn't have time to restake it.
Yeah.
So it's literally like sideways right now. It's really annoying, but she's doing great. She has an aerial root that was growing while I was gone, and today it officially touched the ground like a little boop,
Oh,
like a
look
little
at
point. So
that.
I'm curling it so that she doesn't ruin it because it's literally a cat's heaven. But so I'm loving these aerial roots. They're so big and juicy. So
Yeah.
that was a big win. Um, my there was another big win. Oh, my variegated heartleaf philodendron that I got
Yeah, yeah,
put
yeah.
out the most gorgeous leaf while I was
I
gone.
saw
And I
that.
was worried because that one was only in moss and I was afraid it was going to be dry. But I finally found you guys a vase that's not overflowing with water to put my pump in. I found it at Michael's. It
Yay!
curves at the top. It's like a flower
Perfect.
vase. And
Yeah.
because I have a small wrist and small hands, I was able to just get my hand through to like suction it. So it worked out really great.
There you
So
go.
humidity still not as high as I need it to be. I was not even hitting
'Cause this is
some
in your
days.
cabinet, right?
Yeah, I don't know what to do anymore, Holly. I'm not getting high humidity, but it was high enough. I wanted at least moisture in there because I couldn't ask Isaac
Yeah.
to water everything. So
Yeah.
that helped. And one of my friends that watched the cats was able to like refill it once for me. So
Aw.
that was
This is our
good. That was a
promoter.
win. And then you know how my luxurians radicans,
Yes.
you know how like it was like it like died. I
They
put the little
die?
stump. Remember you saw it all shrivelly like the leaf?
Oh,
I
yeah.
saved the base and I put it in a to-go box and it had a leaf when I came back.
Oh, that's,
But
like, the best
yeah, but it
feeling.
was bent because it was closed for 2
Oh,
weeks. But so and
it's still a new leaf.
it's temperamental though a little because I kept the box open for a few days and then it was slumped over and I was like, "Jesus Christ."
Oh my
But
goodness.
I just covered her up again. I think I need to do what you did and just have a deeper prop box. Mine are all
Yeah.
short and wide, but
Oh, yeah, girl, you gotta go deep.
always gotta go deep.
Balls
Hello.
deep.
But balls deep. But that was a win. I'm still counting it as a win. It has a very strong new root. I had a new leaf on my Skindapsis cutting that I saved from my original. And then there was another win that I was excited about. Oh, my strings of glory were just like not in a good place. And I was just like, you know what? You need to go back in a prop box because I
Yeah.
had lost like a third of it, like the length. It was just
Ooh.
gross. And like it's doing really well in my prop box. So I know
Aw.
what I need is humidity for a lot of I know that's my problem because when I put them in these spaces, they're blowing up and then I take them out and they're dying. So
Yeah.
like I just really need to figure something out. So if anybody has ideas, please let me know. I got the fabric or tall and she's rude. Final
Yeah.
win, my elbow. I came back to a new leaf. And
No way.
it's still very lightly variegated. Like the
Uh-huh.
original mother leaf is still the most variegated leaf, but this one had the most variegation out of all my new leaves.
Yay.
So I was really excited about that. So a lot more wins than losses. The one that really hurts was the Hoya, but I'm going to see what
Yeah.
I can do. At the end of the day, I didn't pay a lot for it. So I can always try again in the future. But I got back on Friday and that Monday I went to the flower market because I hadn't been in like years. It felt like I went with Matt and Josh's
Oh,
mom.
so
And if you
jelly.
look what I got,
Wait. Oh, you got your Hoya.
the
Hoya Crimson
crimson.
Queen.
Yeah, and it has a lot of white sections, but some of them are browning, and I don't know if it's a
That's
transitional
normal.
period.
If it's
I
all white, they will
yeah,
eventually brown.
that's what I thought, but it's so beautiful. Matt got one too, his first Hoya. So
Yay.
he's nervous, but he's very excited. I should also let him know to not be sad because he got one that the whole strand was white.
Oh, that's
S
pretty.
It's
Well,
so
hey,
beautiful.
he
So
loves peperomia, and if you can keep peperomia alive, I think you can keep Hoyas alive.
girl, I
Just
don't
me.
even understand. So I got that. I also got a huge, like I think a 6-inch Hoya Hindu Rose. Oh no, not supposed to say that anymore. Hoya compacta, right?
There you go. Yep.
Trying. We're all
I
learning.
know.
It's such a
Nothing
bad
but love
habit when
for you, Angelique. It's
it's
okay.
such a bad habit when you've heard it for so long. You know what I mean? But
I
it is I still need to
know.
correct myself. I own that. But I got a big old boy, bigger than I expected for 22 from Harry's. And I feel like that's
Really?
good, right? That's
Wait, can
okay.
you fit in a 6-inch pot?
Yeah, let me see if I can also show it to you. Bear with me, guys. It's
Oh.
hanging where my string of pearls used to be. Hold on. Oh my god, everything's plugged in. Hold on. This is gonna be very I'm so sorry, but I don't want to bet. I don't want to ruin
I
my sounds.
think
We're almost
maybe.
there. We're
It's
almost there.
okay if it doesn't work, but
No,
let's
it's gonna
see.
work. There it is.
That is I love how trailing it
I
is,
probably made everyone
dude.
watching throw up with that. I literally flipped the computer upside down.
Going
But
on a roller coaster.
it has like
That's
3 or
really
4
pretty.
tendrils and cuz I wanted to like I have a tiny piece of the one that's all that was left of my original little 4-inch from Arizona. And I was
Yeah.
like, I should get something small to like add it to. And I was like, oh god, I
Yeah.
can't add it to this. But it's so big and I'm going to keep it in the kitchen. I'm really happy with it. It's still in the nursery pot. I want to spray
Hey.
it down because I think they can get mealy buggy-ish.
Yeah.
So I want to clean it. And then my last one was the Wyetti eye.
Yeah, the variegated
I got
one.
a variegated Wyetti eye for $3.75 at Harry's.
That
A
is
4-inch.
some amazing,
It
like
it was listed at
yeah.
550 and then the guy working told the woman, she was like, "What do I charge for each of these?" Like he was like, "That's 3.75." And I was like, "Okay,
Dude,
I'm
I
not
remember when they were
complaining."
so hard to find?
I know.
Like,
And
they
like
used to be, like, in
when
the
you
double digits, like, really hard to find.
100%. Well, I went to Sunset Nursery just a few months ago. Remember I was holding one? And then
Yeah.
you I was on the fence because it wasn't variegated, I don't think, and it was over $20, I think.
Yeah. Wow.
And then
I think
holly.
that's one of the most beautiful plants. I love that one.
And I'm so excited. I don't even know what to pot it in. I'm just waiting. I'm so excited. The Crimson Princesses, that's the no, queen. That's the queen, right?
The queen. Mhm.
850 for a 4-inch.
Wow.
I know,
Dude,
I feel like that was okay,
that's like pre-pandemic
right?
prices.
And
Yeah.
so many I went on a Monday, so I was expecting there to not be a lot of
Bless
options.
you.
Excuse me.
'Cause Tuesday's like their restock day, right?
Right. Rudy's and Harry both had the Crimson Queen for 850.
Wow.
Well, Rudy's had it posted at 9, so I went to Harry's and I was like, 50 cents is 50 cents, but then I wanted a third one 'cause I filled out a Wally grow with 3 4-inches. That's what I did. And
Amazing.
then, I went to Rudy's 'cause there was one that I kinda set aside that I liked,
Yeah,
and they only charged me 850, so I think they probably saw that Harry was charging less,
I
so they
see.
matched it.
That's cool.
And did you ever get a chance to go to that one shop, Luna's Tropicals, or had you moved by the time
I
they
think I
opened?
did. Yes, I did go there.
I thought they were closed because I didn't see their entrance, but, I peeked in after closing because we were there towards the end of the day.
Yeah.
They had the craziest selection, Holly. Like, it feels like you're going to
Really?
Folia, but in the plant market.
What did they have?
Tons of Hoya. They had they had like not the soccer. They had like the big IKEA greenhouse with elbows in it. They were selling elbows at the flower market.
Oh my, and do you know how much they were selling them for? I'm just curious.
Competitive prices. They were either elbows or no, I think they were elbows. I would know if they were ties. They were like in the hundreds. Like a hundred
Okay.
something. But like so like very competitive for like
Yeah,
plant people. It
for
wasn't
sure.
it wasn't a steal the way the market normally is.
Yeah,
But, like, it's very fascinating to see a spot like them in the flower market because
it
they are
is.
like a Folia and like a
A
I
little
don't
bit
know
more
if
curated.
right, I don't know if all of their prices are like Folia because I didn't get to go in. I just
I
peeked
see.
really quickly. I went in and only looked at the cabinet. But, they had such a big, beautiful collection, and I wanna go back just to, like, look at their stuff because it was just out of this world, like,
Yeah,
so many plants, Holly.
they
I'll
did have
FaceTime
a
you when I
lot.
go.
Yeah, please do, because I remember they were, like, newer,
They were.
and they definitely had a little bit maybe yeah, definitely a wider range of variety, like, maybe a little bit more pricier or like you said,
I think they
competitive
must be a little
pricing,
bit. Yeah,
but, I mean, really great stuff, you know?
for sure. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. So yeah, that was my like big planty updates since the trip. The only other thing that I was just like, I don't know who to blame. I'm just gonna let it pass. My big cactus outside from Jerry, I knew was gonna flower. Like it was, you know how
Yeah.
it comes out like hairy, like this weird flower, and then
Yes.
it
Yes.
started coming out and I was like, amazing. I'll probably still get home in time to see it because I think it needed more time to open and someone knocked it off. I found it on the floor, like the
What?
furriness, the furry dick looking thing that I knew
Oh,
was gonna be a flower because it would have been my second
no.
flower with that plant.
I want
And it
could it
only
have been
flowers
an
like once a
animal?
year. It very much could have. It could have even been Blackie outside.
Oh,
Probably. So, like
Blackie.
and I don't have a camera set up on that side, so I can't know, but I was just like, "Man,
That's so
like that it
tough. I'm
doesn't flower
sorry.
often." So I was really excited, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I rather that than someone damaging the plant itself.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
exactly.
get more flowers next year. So that was like in a big old nutshell, those were the big things. I have to see if there's more in my head, but oh, very, very, very last thing. My Cebu blue that I got from Sarah, the cuttings, they were doing
Yes.
really well when I had them in perlite covered up. When I did the transition to soil, I lost a couple and it wasn't doing great, but I had it right next to the water fountain in my
Yeah.
greenhouse and she has new leaves and was like perky when I got home. So
Wow,
I'm really excited about that because I was feeling
yay.
on the fence, but it was yeah, the pretty good all around.
Oh, I'm so glad. I mean, it's
Thank
pretty cool
you.
you got a new leaf, a few losses, but
I knew it was not gonna
yeah,
be perfect when I got back. Like I knew that was part of the territory of leaving for so long, and I accept
yeah.
that.
But,
Mhm.
all things considered, I think your plants handled pretty well.
They did really well, and my friend that came because I had Isaac stay with the cats, and then he had to go to Arizona, so my friend Casey and her husband came for a couple of days, and she,
Aw,
like, checked in with me and then watered certain things that I requested and stuff,
really
so I think that probably
sweet.
helped too.
That is so
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, she's like,
Wow.
"I watered out front, it was looking a little iffy, so I hope that's okay," and I was like, "Please,
Aw, I
I
love
don't water them, so
somebody should.
somebody should love them." But, yeah, so
Oh.
it's been good just getting back into the swing of things, so
Oh, man.
ah.
Well,
Holly, who
Angela
do we got today?
yes, I was gonna say we have a plant mommy. Today we have at foliage girl underscore AKA Lisa Dawn. Hey girl,
Woo!
hey.
Hello,
Oh my
Lisa. Lisa's so lovely.
oh my gosh. Extremely lovely. Lovey? Wow, lovely.
She might be lovey,
S-
we don't know.
Strawberry shortcake is hitting. I mean, I finished the drink
She's
too.
already done!
So
I'm
good.
I'm catching up, I'm over halfway done.
Oh, good. We believe she's in Indiana, if we're not mistaken. She
Yes.
has gorgeous plants, obviously. And then she also has a main account, which is at Lisa Dawn with 3 N's.
And a lot of
And
her plants are posted there too. I'm guessing kinda like how it was for me, her Planty account came later.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She has a pinned post of an Alocasia silver dragon. It's a reel, like a
I
video.
saw it.
So
Oh my god.
cute.
It makes
I
me, like I just want them to be happy. They're so beautiful.
I know.
Her
She
stuff
also
is
has, like,
gorgeous.
planty tattoos, I'm noticing. With
Oh,
some
I didn't even see
leaves.
those. That's so
How
cool.
pretty.
Oh, yeah, because she was modeling a Potted Together t-shirt on her Instagram, which I thought was
Yes.
so cute. I love
Shout out
that. We love to
to
see
our
it.
podcast buddies.
I love
Let's
that. Did you
see.
see the begonia maculata that she has? It's
Yes.
huge, Holly.
Lisa, please give
Can
us
you
your tips on how you keep this looking
please?
so good, and indoors too, my goodness.
It it's so funny how begonias surprisingly do so well outside.
Oh my gosh, 'cause I think they just love humidity and a
Freedom,
little bit
right.
more light than we'd think. But
Mhm.
yeah,
It's
she
crazy.
also
I
has oh, sorry.
No, please go ahead, go ahead.
She also, I was gonna say, really has an eye for, like, capturing little moments with her plants. I'm looking at a photo that's
Oh.
at, like, magic hour,
The
and
Australis Lisa?
it's
No.
actually, an Aglaonema silver bay.
Oh, I see it. I'm looking through a screen, guys. Hold on. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
I see it.
sorry.
I see it. No, 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 you're okay.
And she also has, like, a little plant shelfie right here. Like,
Oh
I really like the
my
way yeah,
Mhm.
I really like the way she captures just, like, moments of her plants,
Me
and
and
it's just
Holly
really
literally discussed that photo off the podcast separately. We're like, "This is so beautiful." It has little hooks and things, and I
Yes.
love that. I've seen one of the families that I work with has, like, an entryway, like, thing to hold your keys and your purses and stuff, and
Cute.
she also hangs plants on some of the hooks. And I was like,
Aw,
"That's so cute."
that is so
Did
cute.
you see on her main account, her anthurium let's see if I butcher this, Petatoradiatum?
Oh,
Patatoradiatum?
yes. Yes, yes, yes.
It
You can
is
also call it
so pretty. I don't think I knew what this plant was.
oh, really?
I got it confused with
Yeah,
a tortum at
we
first, but it's
definitely
so
talked about it.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's so pretty. Also, what's really cool is, like, this particular Anthurium is a little bit more affordable. So, I like that about it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool. I thought it was
It's
so beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah, seriously. So, you guys really need to follow her. She's the sweetest,
Yeah, she's
and
one
yeah,
of our
you
listeners. I super fun. Oh, don't forget, she also has a photography account. So the 3
ooh.
accounts to take a look at are her planty one at @foliagegirl_, her main one, Lisa Dawn with 3 N's, like Holly said, and then she also has Lisa Dawn_photography, which is super
Aw.
amazing as well. I was peeking through and I was just like, "Ugh, this is so good."
Well, that explains why she takes such good photos of her plants, like I was saying.
Literally. If you lurk through her planty account as well, I believe she was traveling. I need to double check which Latin country. I want to say Costa Rica, but I also am doubting myself. But she posted some really cool plants that she saw on her trip,
Oh
and they
my
were like out of this world.
gosh.
It looked like it might have been a clarinervium. If not, it was
Yes,
something,
I did see
it was
that.
a clarinervium, right? It was so big and beautiful. And I was like passing out. It was so big.
Yeah, here, I
That's
will
what
pull
she
it up
said.
really quick. I passed out, it was so big.
It was so big.
Deciding not to load for me now. Oh, here we go. Vallarta?
Oh,
Vallarta?
Vallarta. Oh, so she's
Vallarta.
in
So
Mexico.
Mexico.
Right.
Yeah, Mexico and beyond in South America, I think just has the most
So
beautiful plants.
good. We should go.
We should,
I
dude,
want like, we
you
should go
need
to
to take me to
Brazil.
Brazil. I
Mhm.
want you to take me there.
But on, like, a planty tour, how cool would that be? To see what's that plant? The one that is in from Brazil that only a few people own it? That crazy one? That's like
Spirit of Sancti.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
Wow. That's like the
Gorgeous.
Christ Redeemer statue of plants for Brazil. Like, people go from all over the world to see that thing, and it's just it's so crazy. But
Wow.
yes, guys,
Oh,
follow Lisa. She's lovely, and also, I'm not 100% sure if she is down for trades. I have a feeling you might get lucky, so shoot her a DM. She's
yeah.
super friendly, easy to talk to, and yeah, she's just wonderful.
Well, thank you, Lisa, for being our plant mommy.
Thank you so much. All right, Holly.
Angie,
What do
Angie.
we Oh, thanks. What do we got today? Oh, I know. Let me start this, Holly.
Yeah.
I think Holly has a bone to pick with someone because I read these notes and I was full disclosure, Holly prepped this episode and I was like, "Oh my god, who hurt you?" Like
I sound like I'm bitter or something. I
I
didn't
read
research them out
no,
that
no, no.
way.
I'm gonna read how the notes start, okay? Not saying these are chugy, but maybe just overdone. ... And I'm like, Jesus Christ, what's the episode today?
Oh,
I'm
so
like, oh no. So I'm gonna let you. I was just living here enjoying life, and then I just got a rant in the
I didn't
form.
realize how aggressive my title was, but unofficially, the subject is plant cliches.
I'm
And
obsessed with it. I laughed so much. I was like, this is so funny. It's
I
like
want to
very
give a
specifically funny to me.
and I want to give a disclaimer. If you like any of these things, you do you. We're not saying they're wrong. I'm
That's
not saying
right.
they're bad.
It might be your Rae Dunn, and that's fine.
Yeah, everyone has their Rae Dunn to bear.
Right. My done to bear. Oh, that's funny.
Anyways, we're gonna just be going through some cliches. And honestly, I think you guys will laugh along with us. It's not meant to be throwing shade by any means, maybe just a little, but it's just like meant to be funny and just like, yeah, you just gotta laugh, a little bit of
Yes.
puke here and there. So,
Can
okay.
you remind for the older listeners, i.e., I had to look it up, what
You're
chugy
like,
means?
me? Okay.
Literally me. I learned this from last time you brought it up on the pod,
I
but just a
know.
little reminder.
Honestly, I don't really like the word chuggy because it's just kind of like putting down people for liking things and enjoying things. But you could call Rae Dunn chuggy. You could call
Ooh, live, laugh,
boy
love.
mom bumper stickers chuggy.
Ew. Or like, okay, I need to know if this is chugy because I've always thought they were cute, but I see that they're overdone. The sticker on cars of the whole family with the dog at the end.
Yes.
That's chugy, isn't
Now
it?
that
I knew it. I
it
knew it.
is, that also is modern farmhouse adjacent. Now,
Is that chugy?
well, yes, in and of itself, but chuggy doesn't just mean I'm gonna sound mean, middle America white mom. It doesn't just mean that. It
Oh, I didn't know.
there's nothing wrong with again, I sound like such a hater, you guys. I'm just trying to explain myself without
The
sounding
episode's
mean.
done. We're over.
I
We
didn't
don't want
come
to get
up with
canceled.
I didn't come up with this concept,
No,
okay?
you're
It
just a
was
messenger. You're just a
yeah, don't shoot
messenger.
the messenger. Apparently, chuggy just means out of style, not trendy,
Mm,
overdone, which and I'm not
I get
really
it.
yeah,
So
not
is it
really saying
like
it's chuggy, but kind
so
of.
as far as like fashion, I feel like Y2K is coming back in,
Yeah,
but like 5 years ago, would it have been chuggy to dress like Britney Spears in 2002?
I think so. I think
I
it's
see.
the
Okay.
non-self-awareness of what you're wearing,
Oh,
if that makes
got it.
sense.
Got it.
It's yeah,
Okay.
if you are self-aware, like for me, trying to think, I'm just so on trend, I can't think of anything. I'm just kidding.
Holly's literally a star.
No, okay. Okay, so, skinny jeans, for example, I still own a few skinny jeans. Apparently, those are not in style and they're chuggy and whatever, but it's also like, I'm well aware that they're not trending, but I'm not trying to be trendy. I'm just trying to wear what I wear,
Well,
you
that's what I was
know?
gonna say. I feel like you can flip chuggy on its head
Yeah,
depending
no,
on the
for sure.
situation, because
I
that's
mean,
how things get back
literally
into style.
yeah, not to go on a tangent, but Y2K in the mid 2000s or whenever, let's just say 2009, that was chuggy. To have
Mhm.
butterfly clips and thick sandals, like that was
Oh
dorky,
god. Oh yeah,
you
I know a
know?
girl at rehearsal, she wears butterfly clips all the time.
And I think they're really cute.
I
And
love
I used
that,
to
and the
wear them
little
a lot
tiny
when I was
braids. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I used to wear them a lot when I was little.
It's
But
cute.
I'm just saying, like, that's why I don't really like the word chuggy because it's like, why do you have to put people down? And it's like, all right,
It
sure. There are some people who do not have a fashion sense and they're stuck in their ways and they're stubborn. Okay, that's one
that's
thing.
that's different, right.
Yeah.
So then I like that well, like how you were saying, because you told like, okay, guys, that was the first sentence I read, but the topic title was plant cliches. So it was not was it plant chugs or
Yeah.
anything?
Because I was trying to explain what I meant by plant cliches. And it's like, things that are just overdone. Like, I remember, like, early 2020, I made a TikTok called, like, the Plant Parent Starter Pack, and it was
Oh,
it was
that's so funny.
IKEA, a certain a certain
Oh,
the plant shelf from
no.
IKEA. It
Yep.
was a bag of Miracle-Gro, all white pots, and something
Yep.
else, but
Oh my god. But that's so true. That's literally an overview of what we're talking about today.
yeah,
Well, what's the
exactly.
first one, Holly?
So the first one that I wanna bring up is the
Interesting
all
choice.
white background Instagram feed.
Mhm.
Usually these posts really are amazing at showcasing the specimens. I will agree. Like, I think
They are
that is
pretty.
beautiful. I just think for a feed as a whole, it just lacks a little bit of personality. Like, when I follow someone, especially on Instagram, because it is historically all about being picture perfect, I like following people that show their face, show a little bit of like, maybe I'm just nosy, but I wanna see your house. Like,
Yes.
I wanna see where you're growing your plants, what kind of window, what kind of shelf you're whatever you're using.
Yeah,
So, I
exactly.
just think when I see that, like, it's been done a lot and maybe
Right.
people don't care, and this is where I think do what you wanna do, because if your Instagram account is just for yourself and you want to look at your plants on a white background, then by all means, like, do
Do
it,
it.
but sometimes I think there's a little bit of, like, I don't know.
A
Like,
lot of people do it.
yeah, and it's like, let's just see something new, or honestly, even black backgrounds too. People do that, and it's like, I just get I've seen it so much, and I hate to say this, but when I see an account like that, I'm like, I'm not as inclined to follow them, because how many accounts do I already follow that have
That
this
do
sort of
that.
voice? Yeah.
Right, like, you're looking for commentary a little bit, and it's like you're just
Yeah.
seeing the same thing 10 times. It can be not boring, but, like, just redundant, I think is probably the word for it.
Yeah, I what I
I
do
get
think is
that.
cool is when I see accounts that do the all white background, they'll kinda go every other one is like a wide shot and then a close up and then a wide shot and then a close up, close up being with the white background. And I think
Right,
that's cool in and of itself, because you are mixing it up a little bit, and it
right,
takes a lot of planning to make sure every post is a certain one.
right.
Um, so that's just that I don't know, that's just my 2
No, I
cents on
totally get that, and also
it.
too, just, like, I wouldn't mind because I don't mind the white back like, I think it does look very pretty, but I agree, like, I never can thought of it that way, but you're right, like, you don't really get to know them in the same
Mhm.
ways, but I think, like, if someone were to do a white background, but they also include posts about themselves or reels where, like, there's
Yeah.
movement and things, I think that is a little bit more, enticing, you know?
Yeah,
I
there's
totally
this
get
one
that.
account, forgive me that I don't have their username, I'll make a point to find it because they are a great account. Their feed is all plants, but their caption is always something very edgy, funny, cool, and about their
That's
life.
cool, yeah.
And then what I think is cool is they do carousels. So the first picture is the edited beautiful plant, whether it be sometimes on a white background, sometimes it's on their shelf, and then you slide and it's that same photo with no filter.
Oh, that's
Every
fun.
single one.
It's perception versus reality sort of moment.
Yeah, and both look beautiful. Like, I remember,
Yeah.
like, multiple posts that I've seen of them, I slide, I'm like, "Wow," like, I can see the artistic eye that she brought out with the editing, with the filter, and then you could
Yeah.
also capture it in its natural sense with the
That
non-filter
is
version.
so cool. I love that.
Yeah, so
That's really cool. Yeah, if you find it, let us know.
I will. I'm gonna
That's
try and find
cool.
them because I really enjoy their account.
Ooh,
You wanna take number 2?
yeah, planters with plants on them. Like, literally, Holly wrote, "Let the plant itself get to the floor, LOL."
Get the floor. You said get to the floor?
Or no,
Oh,
get the floor. No, yeah,
let
get
the
the floor.
plants
My
have the
bad.
floor.
Literally, it's I think I know what you're saying. Like, it's like when you flip the pot and they balance on the pot, right? Like planter
No.
wait,
So what I mean
what?
okay,
Planters with
I think
plants
you meant literal floor. Okay, I meant
wait, planters with plants on
so, like, let's just
what?
say you
I thought it
have
was like
a
planter on planter is what I thought.
no, I'm sorry. What
Oh,
it
no.
is a ceramic plant from Amazon that has a monstera leaf on it. It's like,
Oh.
"It's already a
Oh,
Remy the
literally,
plant."
like, on the design, not on
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
Oh god. good. Yeah.
And there's
Yep.
nothing wrong with,
There's
again,
some that I
I
think
feel like
look
I have to
nice.
explain myself every
No, Holly, don't worry.
one.
No one's crucifying you. I'm totally okay. Literally. But yeah, that's a good one. I didn't even think
Yeah.
about that. I've seen some that I don't mind,
It's like,
but
do you remember
I never want to use them though. I've noticed.
I don't know why I just like thought of this. I think it's Anchorman. Steve Carell plays a character and he goes, I like lamp. It's like, I like plants. It's
Yeah.
just like
Well, I think it's what you and I have
plants.
talked about like wearing like planty things.
We have, yes. I think
And
we
it's
did a
like,
podcast episode.
yeah, like you can have like little things. Like that's why with our merch, we went so subtle
Yeah.
because we wanted to still feel boozy planty, but not too much, you know? So
Yeah.
it's
Like
like,
we want people to wear this stuff.
right. So we've talked about how, like, I've told you guys how, like, I have merch from podcasts and things that I like, and it's really in your face. So it's like, I think there is a time and place. I think I wouldn't mind a planter that, like, let's say, like, the ceramicist molded it to look like like the shape is a monstera leaf.
Yeah,
Something
absolutely.
different like that, but I don't want like a typical cylindrical ceramic pot with just monstera leaves stamped on them.
Yeah, and I guess I
And
should
then yeah,
explain a little further too. It's not that I don't like Monstera leaf plant prints or plant anything, but I think maybe if you have like a plate with a Monstera leaf or you have a pin or a coffee mug that you want to incorporate plants with, I think that's more like what I think is a little bit better. But if it's already a plant, like it's
just
already a
let
plant.
it be a plant.
Yeah, and
I totally get that.
we've talked about too, like sometimes we want to just like let the artwork, if there's, art within your plant wall or whatever, let that be its thing and then let the plants just be plants and not have framed pictures or posters of plants next to the plants. you know?
Right. We have talked about this. It's this point is more of a time and place for
Yeah.
everything, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. All right, Holly, what do we got next?
All right, sticking with the planter themes.
What
We
is with the
all
all white?
What is with the all white? That's what I wrote because I'm
God,
like,
I love this. I'm framing these notes. They have so much sass.
I'm not putting up with it anymore.
Yes, I've seen people that have IKEA shelves, like greenhouse shelves, and
Yeah.
every single pot is white.
And I can appreciate that they're wanting things to look clean and crisp and
I
united
think
and
sometimes it's nice, but it
uniformed.
was a whole wall too of like
I
3
know.
greenhouses.
It's just too much. It looks like a plant
Mhm.
shop. That's just my opinion. And
I get
honestly,
that.
at this point now, I feel the same way about all terracotta flower
And you
pots.
used to have a lot.
Yeah. I think they are
Wow.
I think if you're using them to be the floating, like with those brackets that I told you about,
Yeah.
like in my laundry room, and I had them in Glendale in our like walkway up to our
Yeah.
house, then that serves a purpose. But I think if you intentionally have every single planter as the flower pot, and I understand like they're cheap, they're great, like that's why I use them, and
Mhm.
I don't know. I just think maybe like if you can try to put a basket over it or
Right.
like slowly over the years I've tried to collect different pottery from, ceramicists or
Right.
even on Etsy, just obviously that's expensive and it's not easy for everyone to just immediately make a curated
Right.
pot collection like that. But I guess I mean like
Totally.
if your goal is to decorate a space with plants and
Yeah.
you intentionally choose all terracotta or all white, because sometimes, even with the all white thing, it could be from ceramicists and stuff. Like you just choose to make it all the same. I
Right.
think it gets into the matchy matchy territory.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where I can see it and appreciate it in a home, but I personally have a more of a preference to like if one section of the home, like let's say there's a
Yeah.
shelf and you wanted to go all white on that shelf,
Mhm.
I think I can get behind that, but then
Yeah.
like I think for me I'm not attracted to that same color everywhere. Like I think having some
Yeah.
like I don't mind a curated moment in one area, but I do like to switch it up but also you and I are both people that like unexpected sort of like pottery and things. So I think
Yeah.
there's a lot of people in my life that I think would love that because it's probably calming, I imagine.
Yeah.
But there's something so exciting and, like, kind of, like, risky about going for different colors and different sort of
Yeah.
textures and things. So I can understand someone's reasoning for that, but I also think that, like, it can get yeah, same thing that I said earlier, it can get redundant. Like, I look up at my plant wall in the kitchen, they're all technically white, Wally
That's
grows, and you
true.
have, like I think you have do you have white and pink or just white
Yes,
or just pink?
white and pink, and then I do have a flower pot terracotta wall too in my laundry room, so I'm not
Right,
saying it's
but you're
yeah.
you created a moment in the laundry room, like, that's intentional.
Exactly, and
I
I
like that.
think also in the garden, in a space that
It's
can
so
easily get a
cute.
little messy, that's an anchoring point to make it look like, "Okay, where can my eye draw to, like, uniform and, like,"
For
'cause,
sure, for
the
sure.
weeds and the things happen in the yard and it gets messy,
Totally.
so to see something that's very uniform, like, I can understand that, but, I'm
100%.
just bringing up, like, everyone seems to have the same IKEA
You
shelf with all
know
the white pots, that's all
you
I'm
know
saying.
that someone like, everyone's following the same person on Instagram, and they're like, "I wanna do that," and it just becomes the same thing over and over, you
Yeah,
know?
for
I
sure.
totally get that.
Yep. You wanna take the next one?
In all caps, planty everything.
I must be feeling some type of way when I wrote these notes out.
These are the funniest notes you've ever sent me.
Are you
I
serious?
love the attitude. It's so good.
Turns 30 once, and now I don't give a fuck.
I know she's done, you guys, absolutely done.
I've been nice for
Yeah,
too long.
we we've talked about this a lot in other capacities.
Yeah.
When everyone knows you're a plant person and they're like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get you what the succulent," or like,
Yes.
"You suck," or like whatever, like those sort of or no, not they would not you suck, like, "Life would suck without
It
you,"
would
like
suck without you with, like, C's, like, for succulent.
right. It's like, I always think it's sweet. Like, it's like, "Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you." You know, like, I know
Yeah.
everyone means well, and I think it made them chuckle because 'cause they're not a plant person, like, "Oh, that's funny." Like,
Yeah.
I get it. I think it's sweet, but I think after, like, 10 of them, it's
Yeah,
like,
well, I
I get
literally
it.
have, like, in the notes, like, if you're like, "Oh, I like elephants," and then all of a sudden, everybody buys you everything with a fucking elephant on it, like
I have an elephant collection because I love
yeah,
elephants, and it's like
I
I get people give me elephants a lot.
yes, and, this happens a lot with, like, middle-aged women, like, "What is your animal?" I think one of our friends on TikTok was saying this, they were like, "Oh, my mom's a rooster," or my grandma, everything's turtle, like, for the whole my whole life I've
Yep.
known her, everyone has gifted her turtle things, and
Yep.
for, like, about 10 years, my family, before I was into plants, were gifting me owl things because I said, "Oh, I like owls," because in, like, the
Yep.
2010s, owls were big, you know?
Right. Oh god, my aunt has everything cows. It's
Cows.
really cute. But yes, it's like you get, like, assigned an animal or, like, oh, for my mom, which so far she hasn't gotten sick of it as far as I know, but she has, like, very rude sayings in the kitchen,
Oh, how
like
funny.
$5 charge for whining, like, things like that.
Kitchen
Um
closes at 5 or something like that.
right. So, like, people will give her stuff like that, and it's just yeah, it's a thing.
Change
It's
your
I
whole
tot
personality.
literally, it's like,
But,
"Oh, that's all you can be."
yeah, I say
Right.
where you can, keep it to a minimum, and we'll leave it at
Mhm.
that.
Right,
And
like
this segment is about, like, it's not your fault, but it's a cliche.
it's true. It's like and I think too, it's people wanting to feel close to you. Like, I think it makes people feel good when it's like, "Oh, I know you love this thing, and this made me think of you." So I
Yeah.
always appreciate it, but it is like,
Well, and let's be honest,
mm,
it's hard shopping for other people sometimes. So if they're like, "What do they
super.
like?" "Okay, they like plants, got it."
But
Like or
some
if I
people
find
also just have more of an eye than others. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, no, it's okay. I was just gonna say, or if I find out someone's favorite color, I'm getting you teal everything from here on
Right,
out, you know?
right. We're done. We're good. Well, that's the thing. Like my best friend, she's not into plants, but she knew I was, and she got me like a hanging propagation station. And I was like, this is
No,
cool. Like,
that's really
but
sweet.
so like there's some people that I think just know what's like considered a little cliche and they go the other way. And I appreciated that from her a lot. I was like,
Yeah.
that was good, Hannah. Good job.
You know what my toxic trait is though with gift giving?
Tell me.
I gift things that I like to other people. So, like, my whole family's getting Stanley Cups this year.
As everybody? Oh,
Just
that's so
about. I already
that's
got Jason
amazing.
one.
Does he like
likes
it?
He does.
Oh,
He'll drink
good.
water.
At least you're getting them something of quality.
Exactly. Or
That's
like
fine.
when I was really into like body scrubs and shower talk, I got my sister, my mom, a bunch of stuff.
And now you have more probably to regift.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I
Okay,
love
well,
that
our
toxic trait crate because I love your stuff. So
oh,
give me
okay,
everything.
good. I know. I always try to get you at least one plant thing for your birthday or for holidays, and then I try
Yeah.
to do more like funny things that you
Oh,
like.
I love it. It's so good. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So very last one, Holly. What do we got?
Only liking rare plants, quote
Oh
unquote
boy.
rare. This is not the vibe, people.
No,
This is a
a
cliche.
pothos is a-okay.
It is. Now,
Right.
a curated plant collection, one that you don't need to buy every single plant you come across, yes, all for that. But when you're like
Right.
so snobby and like you can't have a common plant anywhere, like I'm telling you, dude, I am loving common plants these days because they're so easy and I can put them anywhere. Like my house,
None of them died for
yeah,
me.
it's a little difficult to grow these more interesting plants. I can't just grow them anywhere willy-nilly in my house. So,
Right, right.
you know, like it's a little difficult.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying it's just not the vibe.
I know where this one's coming from for you. It's coming from the people that you would try to trade with at the LA plant swaps. And you told me that there were people that would like look and be like, no.
Well,
But there was like a tone.
yeah, it's the tone. Like I
It's the
definitely
tone
understand the value. Like I'm not gonna try and give you my pothos clippings for a
for
rare
sure.
Hoya or an Albo. But I
Of
even
course.
when things were like at the time, this was like 4 years ago, I would have silver sword cuttings, and they're like, "Meh," which now I can understand because silver sword is not that big of a deal. Or
Hey.
Hoyas. I still love it. I'm just saying, like,
Right, but it's
I
this
actually
like
found some
it's
from a
always a
nursery
tone
recently.
thing. It's like, I'm fine. As opposed to like,
Yeah,
well, thanks. Like I think that's
leave
more of
the
just like, don't
attitude
be a
at
dick.
home. Yeah.
Right. It's like the cliche isn't even only liking rare plants. The cliche is being a dick about it.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I
Because
should have wrote.
because love now I'm getting like
You're
passionate.
getting fired up now.
Right. Because it has if you are amazing at rare plants and that's what you're keeping alive, just do that. I'm fine with it, but don't be a
That's
dick
true.
about the people that like pothos and like monstera, you know?
Yeah, it's like,
I
don't
think that's what
act
it
like
is.
you're somehow in a higher class because of the plants you own. You know what
That's
I
the thing.
mean?
They're all plants. They're all living in dirt. Let's just be real.
Yeah,
Like,
like
come on.
yeah,
They're all
exactly.
dirty.
You know, it's kinda like if we're gonna get there with, like, class and, like, being, more important than whoever, like, you know how many, like, billionaires just drive Honda Accords because it's just, like, basic? Okay, maybe I'm a little exaggerating there, but my point being
No, but it's
is
true. Some of them have everyday cars.
yeah, like wealthy people. Okay, so when I worked on Avatar, like Jim Cameron wore the same 5 shirts. In the 3 years I worked on that movie, he wore the same 5 shirts. And, it's just things like that. Like you don't have to be elaborate to be of value, to be important, and
Oh, for
to enjoy
sure.
your time. So,
And if you want to flaunt, but you don't need to.
yeah, like if you
Right.
want to find joy and show off your queen Ethereum, like hell yeah, girl, do it. But like just because someone's excited about their Hoya obovata, sorry, Hoya obovata,
Just
don't
kidding.
be mean, like
Oh, no, like, it's everyone's we were all baby plant parents at one point, and it's like,
yeah.
I feel like I'm not a baby plant parent anymore, but some of the plants that make me the happiest are the ones that are literally pothos and philodendron because they don't die,
Yeah,
and
and I
that's
think that comes
nice.
from maturing in your plant journey, I really think. Because I've been there
Mhm.
too where I'm like, I don't really want a golden pothos and like
Yeah, I remember.
4, almost 5 years in, now I'm like, "Give me the pothos,"
Right, it's like that see, you hit 30 and now all you want is a pothos.
That's right.
So yeah, guys, just bear in mind that this episode isn't an attack. It's more so just like these
No.
are things that are being done a lot and we're seeing it, you
Yes, and
know?
I hope I made you laugh a little bit.
Oh, it made me laugh. I am literally framing those notes. Those were so funny. The only one that didn't have quotation marks or all caps or dot dot dots was the very last point.
True. I forgot to mention about the idea that houseplant enthusiasts don't like gardening or growing food. That was the last one. But
Oh, that they like separate the two, right?
yeah, it's like I'm not a gardener. I'm into indoor plants. It's like I love gardening too.
And you're like, that's okay. Right. And if
Yeah.
you don't like to garden, it's fine, but it's not a
Yep.
bad thing. It's still plants.
Exactly.
It's a whole other world. It's crazy.
Next time I visit you, I want to see these framed somewhere like where
In the
people.
bathroom.
I was just thinking in the
It's gonna be
bathroom.
reading. Good reading.
Good reading.
Mhm.
I can exaggerate them more, for the art.
I think I might do a gallery wall of our time in Europe, but I'm just gonna sprinkle these two in.
It'll be like an Easter egg.
Yeah,
The gallery.
That's very funny. Well, Holly, where can people find you?
Gosh. You guys can find me at Concrete Botanical on TikTok, at Concrete Botanical _ on IG, and concretebotanical.com for my shop.
Awesome. And you guys can find me at Sucka for Plantas with 2 C's. And you can catch the podcast on Instagram at Boozy Botanical Podcast. And we drop episodes every Tuesday on all the things. Please leave us 5-star rates and reviews on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We really appreciate it. We had some new ones recently. So thank you guys so much. We read them and they warmed our souls. We appreciate it. And for YouTube, for video, go on YouTube. That drops on Tuesdays as well. And if you want to collab, feel free to shoot us a DM or email us at boozybotanicalpodcast@gmail.com.
Yay! Thank you guys so much for another episode of Boozy. I have an empty glass, but on that note,
cheers!
Trying to get the pulp.
That was very funny.